Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Vibe Nation. Today we're here to watch another video. I see that you guys are really liking the Casual Geographic video. So, here to go ahead and bring to you another Casual Geographic video for your entertainment. So, this one's called Your Childhood is a Lie. You know what? In every year, in every month, day, second, millisecond, anything of that sort, I tend to find more and more things that I was lied to as a child. So, you know what? That's why you gotta be skeptical about everything. So, here we go. Your Childhood is a Lie by Casual Geographic, or formerly known as Hood Nature. So, let's go ahead and jump right into this. If you want to watch the original video, links will be down in the description down below. And let's go. In 3, 2, 1, and play.
Yeah, funny thing about that. The sound of the line in the MGM logo was actually the roar of a tiger. And it's because tigers were seen to have a louder, more intimidating roar, where lions had more of an aggressive, low-frequency cough. I'm not even kidding. YouTube it. YouTube lion versus tiger roar.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna put that to the test. Sure. Why not? Why not? I can take the truth. Lions versus tiger. Tiger roar. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with this one. It sounds like a diesel or a V8 or something. Like, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've legitimately heard how. I just imagined that it'd be more better, not like some rusted catalytic converter. That like what? I'm, you know what? It wants to sound like in the beginning. It sounds like a wet fart. Uh, boy. Oh no. All right, enough of that. Where's the tiger? Okay, here. Let's go right here. The tiger. Let's see what the tiger sounds like. It sounds like it's in pain. It literally sounds like it's saying, "Ow!" Ow! Ow! Who hurt you, Mr. Tiger? Who? Okay, enough of that. We taking too long about that. But yeah, that was indeed what a tiger versus a lion sounds like, and he's right. It does sound the lion sounds lower while the tiger sounds higher.
Lion will make you defecate bricks, but a tiger will make you your soul. You know the majestic shrieking call of the bald eagle in the beginning of literally every Western movie? Well, it was never a bald eagle making that sound. That famous cry was actually a red-tailed hawk. It's because the symbol of America just sounds like a seagull with laryngitis. Go ahead, YouTube it. I'm not going anywhere. The bald
Shit. Okay. Bald eagle screech. Let's just say that. Bald eagle screech. Okay. And what does a red-tailed hawk sound like? I'm not gonna lie, watching this thing just sit there is just I don't know, like I feel like I should be very, very, I hope that thing doesn't come near me type of way, but I just can't help it. This thing looks cool. Well, sir, we're waiting. It's real. Oh man. Okay. 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 Okay, sir. You got me. You got me. I want to hear more facts now.
eagle takes credit for something that was never his in the first place.
He's got the whole country he's got the whole country. He doesn't have to take that from him. Basically, the red-tailed hawk is the person that does all the work but gets none of the credit.
That is the bird we put on our flag. Some jokes just write themselves. Remember the dolphin sound from SpongeBob? Well, you were lied to because it was never a dolphin. It was really a sped up edited call of this Australian bird called a kookaburra, or however you pronounce it. Oh, you didn't hear it? Also, if you're old enough to remember this show, first of all, God bless you. And second, the dolphin call in this show was also a modified kookaburra. Okay, one more. Mufasa's roar was actually made by using a combination of a tiger, an F-16 fighter jet, and a really pissed off grizzly bear. It's called Lion King for a reason.
The F that.
Like, oh, that looks gross.
Flag.
Well, it was only a matter of time. That is a species of longhorn beetle. There's like 35,000 types of whatever the hell this is, but this comment says it's a chirping longhorn, so I'm gonna just go with that. Longhorn beetles are famous for two things. Number one, they do not like to be touched, which is why they usually sound like Satan's plumbing. And number two, they're incredibly dangerous. But not to us, because these beetles are one of the biggest ops a tree can have. Since their larvae feed on plant tissue, they often destroy trees from the inside. Adult longhorns will actually girdle the tree branches to turn it into a nursery for their children, which is why the Asian longhorn beetle is one of the worst invasive species in America, since their kids end up killing more wood than erectile dysfunction. In the United States, this longhorn hellspawn is a threat to a third of the urban tree species, which ends up costing us, get this, over $600 billion in damage. You might be wondering how something so destructive even ended up here in the first place. That's easy. Us. We basically Ubered them here. They were accidentally introduced to the US and Canada in 1996 through woodpacking material shipped from Asia. And the bastards have been wilding out ever since. Oh, and they can fly. Cause why
Why wouldn't they, huh? Why wouldn't they fly?
the
Seagull swallowing rabbit whole.
I'm getting sick of these seagulls, man. Like, first my fish when I go fishing, and now just eating, just slurp that shit up, huh? Like, what? Oh,
Seagulls are the feathery antichrist, and I'm prepared to make it your problem. First, we gotta acknowledge the fact that a seagull's diet plan is really just anything that fits down their garbage chute of a throat. This includes rabbits, other birds like pigeons, starlings, and baby ducks. Some British seagulls have even started spawn wiping their own chicks by swallowing their children whole. And some have even gone as far as to start attacking and murking sheep. Yes,
sheep?
sheep. There's also the minor
Sheep?
fact that seagulls have started seeking out baby fur seals just so they could rip their eyeballs out and eat them. And after effectively blinding the newborn seal, the seagull will proceed to eat it alive, often starting with the most sensitive spots. These air bunnies will even rip the blubber off the backs of baby southern right whales when they surface, and they've even started harassing beach porpoises. Yes, they even with whales. And somehow, that's not the worst part. I'm not kidding when I say this flying housebound will legit put anything on the list. Because seagulls in the UK have even started snatching up people's dogs. In 2015, a Yorkie had to be put out of its misery after getting jumped by a gang of gulls, leaving him basically crippled. In 2019, a Chihuahua named Gizmo was kidnapped by a rogue gull and carried off to where his owners couldn't see him. I don't think they ever found him. In 2015, another Chihuahua named Bella made the mistake of sneaking outside through an open door. That movie ended with Bella getting turned into past tense after a flock of gulls basically pecked her to pieces. Seagulls are just Hannibal Lecters with feathers and frequent flyer miles.
You mean these birds right here that I have been fishing next to have been this type of savage? Oh no, bro. I'm telling you, man. Next time I go to Walmart and I see the flopping, bro, I'm running through that whole pack. Ain't no way. You know how many times that whenever I fish, the bird decides that his eyes are bigger than his stomach, and he decides he wants to go ahead and eat the fish that's attached to my line, and I gotta reel that little asshole back? No, nah, bro. Stay away from me and my dogs.
Oh, and they've murked people too. Okay.
So we just going back in time now, like that one Ice Age movie, right? Because I've never seen this type of what is this? Is this a type of crocodile, alligator, whatever it is? I've never seen this before.
Three things. Yes, it's real, it's a gharial, and it's related to crocodiles and alligators. And before you judge him, look at this picture. This is a male gharial giving about 100 of his babies a piggyback ride the way only a man truly crippled by child support can. If you've never seen this Jurassic reject before, it's because out of the entire crocodilian family, which also includes alligators and caiman, the gharial is by far the most limited edition. There's only about 600 to 700 of these guys left, and in the wild, you can only find them in India and Nepal. Which is high-key messed up because gharials eat mostly fish, meaning they've never turned a human into a pack. I mean, they do sometimes eat the corpses of people left in the Ganges River, but they're already dead and no one else is gonna eat them, so it'd be like that. The reason this LSD water gecko's endangered is because people destroy their homes, poison their water with metals, and hunt them to make penis enlarging pills or something like that. They don't work, by the way. Also, the reason they have that nose job is because they evolved to hunt fish underwater, and that nose lets them swim with no resistance. Snakes, turtles, and small birds, and yeah, they swallow their prey whole. Which is why they'll also swallow stones to help with digestion and to help keep them underwater without constantly floating up. Also, I can't tell you what they're on, but whatever it is, it looks life-changing. The type that makes you smell color and taste music. Rhinos are one of the most aggressive
Smell, color, and taste music. Oh boy.
animals in Africa, but that's only because they're basically legally blind and can't tell the difference between an actual predator and a butterfly, so they just charge at anything that moves. And fun fact, you don't even have to be alive to get the smoke, because apparently anything also includes cars, because rhinos are just tanks with mood swings. But in zoos without the threat of predators, ask anyone who's ever worked with them and they'll tell you rhinos are really just the world's heaviest lapdog. That wasn't even really a joke. Rhinos in captivity behave just like armor-plated puppies. Some rhinos will even come running when you call their name, and most of them will roll over just so you can scratch their belly. They're the biggest land animal on the planet that isn't an elephant, yet a black rhino could actually beat Usain Bolt in a race. With a top speed of 35 miles per hour, a rhino could sprint fast enough to get a ticket in a school zone. Rhinos have sensitive skin and really sensitive feet, so they walk, jog, and run all on their toes. A rhino's closest relative isn't an elephant or a hippo. It's actually closest related to the horse, and this weird looking dude from Ice Age called a tapir. This picture went viral because people believe that they were dyeing the rhino's horn pink to prevent it from getting murked by poachers. But this picture, it's fake. What they actually started doing is poisoning the horn in a way that doesn't hurt the rhino, but anyone that tries to cut into it will probably end up in the hospital. We have some time left, so here's what it looks like when a rhino gets the zoomies. Actually, you might be onto something. Okay, so fun fact, a rhino's closest relative is the horse. We all know that? Okay, good. Oh, and weirdly enough, zebras too. So rhinos are basically tanky horned horses. Now this unit is Elasmotherium, but because of that huge thick horn growing out of its forehead, streets call it the Siberian unicorn. They were around about 40,000 years ago, and just like rhinos, that horn was made out of keratin, aka the same stuff found in your hair and fingernails. This PED pony could have grown to 15 feet in length and violated the scales at a minor 10,000 pounds. Also, Elasmotherium was about 6'8" at the shoulders. That is a whole ass LeBron. This walking tank was the last surviving member of Elasmotherinae. And Elasmotherinae was basically a family of prehistoric rhinoceroses that got vaulted for plot development reasons. Which means the animal today most closely related to this land before time tank-sized unicorn is, yeah, the rhino. So technically rhinos are just modern day legally blind Weight Watchers unicorns. Well, actually bicorns, because you know, most have two. Unicorns are alive, but if this one pulls up, you won't be.
What's a hill that you're willing to die on 1,000% of the time?
Zebras are black with white stripes, and nobody ever believes me when I say it. I already know what you're gonna say before you say it, but hear me out. Their stomachs might be white, but that's just their fur. If you shave a zebra completely, their skin will be black. And if you think I'm lying, one of the only parts of a zebra without fur is its snout, and it's black enough to get a pass. But if you really want me to be a nerd about it, zebra fur grows from follicles that have melanocyte cells, which gives them their color. But the white part of a zebra's fur is where the melanocytes are deactivating, meaning it's only white because there aren't any pigments. Which means a zebra's default color is actually black. Which means this biracial donkey, which isn't a joke by the way, zebras are closer to wild donkeys than actual horses, just saying. The Oreo donkey is actually black but with white stripes. But honestly, I didn't even need to make this video. This one was voiced by Chris Rock. That's literally all the proof I needed. I know it's a small hill, but I'll still die on it.
Finding out at 25 that hibernation doesn't mean the bears just sleep through the entire winter.
I already made a video about this, but I feel like this is the best way to explain it. So imagine, right, you walk into work and you realize you somehow forgot your phone charger. You wouldn't just turn the phone off because then you couldn't use it and people wouldn't be able to call you. So instead you go on power save mode to reduce how much battery you use until you can get back to your charger. That is high-key what hibernation is. It's power save mode for animals to get through times where there's less food and therefore less energy around. It's not sleep though, because anything that can sleep for 3 months straight probably isn't waking back up. And the animal version of power save mode is torpor. To save energy, an animal in torpor will lower their body temperature, heart rate, and metabolism to the bare minimum needed to survive. Speaking of bare minimum, bears don't actually hibernate. Now, like for real, hibernation is basically a long-term, deeper version of torpor. An animal that's a true hibernator, like a chipmunk or something, will stay in power save mode for almost the entire winter. When a bear goes into torpor, it lasts shorter periods of time. Which means bears actually go in and out of torpor, which is why some bears will walk around their den in the middle of the winter when everybody thinks they're hibernating. But the big difference you need to remember is that bears can respond faster to danger than an animal that's full on hibernating. Which means if you mess with a bear thinking it won't wake up, Smokey will have the energy and the motivation to fuck up your way of life. And then you won't be able to wake up. This cuttlefish is wearing 3D glasses, but it's for science. Cuttlefish hunt by extending and shooting out their tentacles to grab and trap their prey. So to see how a cuttlefish sees, scientists velcroed a pair of 3D glasses between their eyes. And just for the record, they velcroed them because the cuttlefish kept getting annoyed and snatching them off, and something about that mental image makes me smile on the inside. With glasses taped to them, we found out that cuttlefish actually see the world a lot like we do. When you reach for something like your phone, you use both eyes to figure out exactly how far the object is and how far you have to reach. This is called stereopsis. And it turns out cuttlefish use depth perception too. Because when the cuttlefish wore the 3D glasses and watched film clips, they would react the same way they would if they saw prey in the water, by using 3D vision to judge the distance and snatch the prey. And we know this because when one of the lens was blacked out and they could only see out one eye, it took the cuttlefish a little longer to figure out just where exactly the food was. So yeah, cuttlefish use depth perception just like you and me. And if you don't care about that at all, let's just appreciate the fact that some guy went through years of school and student loans just to end up getting paid to put glasses on a discount octopus. And that just makes me happy in a way I don't totally understand.
I have learned a lot. A few things that I wish that for things that I wish I didn't know about, but and a few things that I have corrected in my whole 24 years of life. And you know what? I appreciate and somehow I not despise the facts, but you know, just wish sometimes I didn't have to Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been Vibe Nation. This has been Casual Geographic. Your childhood has been a lie, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Also, my community tabs have finally been unlocked, so if you guys ever see me post anything on the community tabs, feel free to go ahead and check that out. Okay, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.